Hello there, Gemini, and welcome to your reading for March 2021. Okay, so we ended February a bit low, I think, and we're starting March a little bit low because you've come to a crossroads and you're wondering what on earth you're doing with yourself. So I don't kind of know where this has come from. It seems to have kind of plopped in here out of the blue. So you must be having second thoughts or something about what you're doing, and you're wondering if you're on the right path. You're kind of losing a bit of sleep over it. But even though you're going through this sort of patch where your confidence is a little bit shaken, you do come through that. You're coming through it okay. In fact, you're coming through it very, very well, to say the least, because the rest of this spread is pretty damn good, gotta say. So that person that I keep talking about in the last one, that person who's being a bit of a naysayer under the surface or jealous or whatever, they're still here. But again, I'm not going to bang on about it too much. They're not being aggressive. They're just being negative. Unfortunately, people just being a little bit negative now and then, it does tend to chip away until it causes a bit of a hole. So I don't see it being too bad though. I see that they're just still there. So this must be someone who's really in your life a lot. So if this could be anything. This could be a new business idea. This could be a work promotion where one of your colleagues is jealous, or it could be anything like that, So just keep an eye out. Just make sure they take a chill pill and settle down a little bit, okay? Because you've still got the Chariot in here. You do hit a patch where it's a bit negative, but we're okay because I'm kind of skipping to the end of the month, because the first half of the month, there's not much action. We're just sort of sitting there wondering what we're doing. Are we doing the right thing? It's more like you're up in your head a little bit, wondering what's going on. And then when I get to the last half of the month, that's sort of where you step up more and we take a bit more action about what we want to happen. So it looks like the first half of the month is just kind of mulling over things and thinking things through and taking stock, all that sort of stuff. And then towards the end of the month, we're back in gear. So let's go to the end of the month, because the sun is in here. So the sun is shining down on all your new beginnings. The waiting has, as I said before, the waiting had come to the end, but I still feel like there's a few little ends to tidy up: documents, signatures, contracts. So that could be work, houses, buying of vehicles, things like that. So there's just contracts that need to be signed. Now, if you're single, Gemini, then there is romance coming into your spread in the last part of March. So this is really nice, because the cards, it's around my Two of Cups. So this is a new romance, and then I've got my Ace of Rods next to it, which is the new beginnings. And I really, really like when I get a new romance card with an ace. So because it gives it that little bit more of an oomph of a really good new beginning. We can have new romances come in, but they might fall flat on their face really quick. But this looks like I've got a really nice new beginning coming when it comes to romance. So if you're single, be on the lookout for love entering your life in the second half of March. And I would highly suggest that you go for it. The person that's coming into your life is more emotional based. So they're a cup. So they're the more intuitive, the more spiritual, the more emotional type of person. So they like to talk about their feelings, and they're not scared to do that, which is really, really nice. Now, if you're already in a relationship, maybe this just means that things are going to you're going to get more spark back into the relationship. So reignited romance. So if things have been a little bit, like if your romance or your love life has been on the back burner while you're doing all this other stuff, then it's coming back to the forefront as I get to the towards the end of March, which is really, really nice, because it's nice to have that reconnection with people when we've been together with people for some time. We need that reconnection. So other things that are going on in here, like I said, you seem to be a little bit stagnant at the start of the month, but then as I get towards the middle of the month, you're getting up and you're going. So whatever this is about, are you going back to work? Are you going on that trip? Are you going there's movement. So there's a lot of movement around in your spread in the last half of March. So I'd be looking out for opportunities to go away with some friends, or do you travel with your work? Then you might get a work trip going, because I know we haven't been doing much of those things because of the virus, but maybe this is your time to start moving with work and everything else. Again, Gemini, you have such great spreads. I hope you're taking advantage of all the things that are coming into your spreads in the last 3 or 4 months, because it's been such a great time to manifest your dreams and hopes and desires, and so many new beginnings, so much coming out of the dark and into the light, so much of spirit blessing all the changes that's coming into your life. And you're still got the Magician coming into your spread. So I kind of don't really care what you do. You're going to land on your feet and everything's going to turn out fine. So it's just a really another positive spread for you, Gemini. So I really hope you're taking advantage of all these really good cards and everything that's coming into your spreads. Don't let other people hold you back. Go for it with the romance, dive right in. It looks really nice to me. Just go for it and have a great March, and I'll see you next month. Bye-bye.